Thank you so much, and thank you for that kind introduction. My name is Carlos Jimenez, and I represent Florida's 28th Congressional District. That district represents parts of western Miami-Dade County, the southern Everglades, and the Keys, and that makes me a really popular guy here in Washington, D.C., because everybody wants to go down to the Keys to do their fundraisers, and so, you know, I allow them to do that. My career started some years ago, back in January 6th of 1975. I joined the fire department. I was 5 years old at the time, believe it or not. And it was by, really, it wasn't because I wanted to be a firefighter all my life. Actually, it turned out that my cousin called me and told me what a great job it was. I hadn't even thought about being a firefighter, and I actually thought that I was going to be a firefighter for a little while and I was going to do something else. But once I got on the job, I realized what a great job it was. I mean, it was the best job I've ever had, and the best job I will ever have was being a firefighter. And people ask me all the time, "Hey, you've been a lot. I mean, I was a firefighter. I was the fire chief. I was the city manager of the city of Miami. I was a county commissioner for Miami-Dade County, and I served as 9.5 years as the mayor of Miami-Dade County. It's the 5th largest county government in the United States, as the strong mayor of Miami-Dade County. And now I'm serving in Congress, and people ask me, hey, of all these things, you know, what job did you like the best? And I always say, Lieutenant, Riding Rescue. That's the job I love the best. And I was a paramedic in the city of Miami, and during the days of the 1980s when we had, it was an interesting time in the city of Miami during the 1980s, and that's the job I love the most, without a doubt. I enjoyed going to work every single day. As a youngster, actually, as a young firefighter, I did not like to be off. I didn't like our days, you know, because I would miss something. I would miss a code 1 or something. But it shaped, this career has shaped what I am, how I see things, how I legislate, how I ran the county government of Miami-Dade County. Because as firefighters, we are taught to, A, do no harm, and assess, you know, do size up. And I see here a lot of times that what Congress and other people do, politicians, is that they put water on smoke instead of putting water on the fire, the real cause, the root cause of the problems that we have. And so being a firefighter has given me a little bit different perspective on things, and I will always cherish the time, you know, that I served on the fire department, the City of Miami Fire Department. I was the chief of the City of Miami Fire Department, and I guess I was the super chief of Miami-Dade County, because as the strong mayor, the chief worked for me. So it was great. And one of the things I really loved about being mayor is that I got to tell the cops what to do. That was great. Because I was also the sheriff, by the way, when I was the mayor of Miami-Dade. Now, as a member of Congress, you know, again, serving as the very first career firefighter ever served in the House of Representatives, I understand firsthand the challenges and sacrifices that come with the job. We must stare danger in the face every day, battle, you know, blazes, and rescue people from really bad situations. And the great thing about being a firefighter is that people are calling us to rectify something that went wrong. And again, that's one of the things that makes firefighting and a career as a firefighter so great. As firefighters, you know, we're not only the first responders, but also guardians of public safety. We educate the public on fire safety measures, conduct inspections, enforce codes, and provide invaluable support, you know, during emergencies. Our expertise is paramount to ensuring the well-being of our communities. You know, as President Ronald Reagan, the greatest president of my lifetime, once said, even presidents have to listen to the fire marshal. I was proud to work in a bipartisan manner with Representative Bill Parcells to introduce and honor the Honoring Our Fallen Heroes Act. As you all know, the bill opens the Public Safety Officers Benefit Program to the families of firefighters and other first responders who passed away or are disabled from cancers caused by exposure during their service, and far too many of our brothers and sisters are dying of cancer, and we have to do something about that. Many families of our first responders rely on this benefit, and it's not just it's just a fraction of what we can do to pay them back for the sacrifice for their public service. We go above and beyond the call of duty to protect our communities, and we deserve to have access to the care that we rightfully deserve. And I say we because I'm a firefighter. As a retired IAFF member, and yes, I was a member of the IAFF. I was a local 587 member for 25 years. I was even a member when I was the fire chief, much to the chagrin of the city manager at the time. And I was actually voted, I think, union member of the month when I was the fire chief. So, you know, that was a little strange too. But, you know, we had really good relations with our fire union. We were innovative in many ways, labor management. When I first took over as fire chief, we had 21 grievances. And I think that during my 9 years as a fire chief, I think they may have filed 2 because we resolved things before they got to grievances. You know, many families are first responders. We go above and beyond the call of duty all the time. As a retired member, I know firsthand the need to boost federal funds for local fire departments to address staffing shortages, purchase new equipment, and improve training and emergency services. In the past, both Monroe County and Miami-Dade County have benefited from these programs. As I said, I also represent Monroe County. I was proud to work on this effort last Congress with my colleague, Representative Golden of Maine, as a Republican lead in the Fire Grants and Safety Act. In Congress, it is our responsibility to support you and make sure that every effort to keep communities safe in South Florida and across our great nation are met. This is why I believe we must reauthorize and increase funding for the Assistance for Firefighters Grants, that's the AFG, and the staffing for adequate fire and emergency response safer programs. Another pressing issue that demands our attention is the need to repeal the windfall elimination provision, WEP, and the government pension offset, the GPO. For too long, public servants have faced reduced or even eliminated Social Security benefits due to this outdated policy. These provisions unfairly penalize public servants such as firefighters, police officers, and teachers who dedicated their careers to serving their community. I and over 300 of my colleagues co-sponsored the H.R. 82, the Social Security Fairness Act. It is my hope that we can get this important policy over the finish line and finally repeal WEP and GPO to ensure our hardworking public servants are no longer penalized and denied the money that they rightfully deserve. We cannot turn a blind eye to the financial challenges faced by our brothers and sisters. I will continue to push to make sure that the brave men and women who spend their lives protecting the public service receive the Social Security benefits that they rightfully earned. In addition to addressing the immediate challenges you face, we must also look to the future and invest in programs that prevent fires and bolster public safety education. By equipping the public with the knowledge they need to prevent fires, we can save lives, and we can also reduce the strain on our fire departments. Once again, you know, I want to express my sincere gratitude to each and every one of you for your unwavering dedication to service, public service, and giving me this opportunity to speak. Also, I want to say this, that, you know, I'm the only career firefighter, one that actually started as a firefighter and retired as a firefighter, to serve in Congress. There have been volunteers that have served in Congress. There have been some that started and worked a while as a firefighter, have served in Congress, but never have we had a career. And I can't be the only one. I can't be the last one. So I encourage each and every one of you, not, you know, it may not, you know, hey, you hate politics and all that. I never in my wildest dreams thought that when I became a firefighter, I would end up being the city manager, that I would end up being the mayor of Miami-Dade County, or that I would be in Congress. But we need more firefighters in Congress. We certainly have a lot of cops, have a lot of sheriffs. And I don't want to be the only one, okay, in Congress to share our perspective, because we have a little bit different perspective. And so I urge each and every one of you to look at it, and please, after your service is over, look at furthering your public service career by giving back to your community in a completely different way, and sharing your perspectives and your experiences with your community, your county, your state, or even here at the federal level. And with that, I want to thank each and every one of you for the job that you do protecting America. And I want to thank the IAFF for inviting me to speak in front of you today. Thank you so much, and God bless you all.